Hello, BookTube. I'm super excited because, as much as I don't finish these events, I finished my one nonfiction book that I was reading for Nonfiction November. Yay! This is the Blood and Thunder Guide to Pulp Fiction. Blood and Thunder, I think I don't think it is anymore. It might be a magazine that had like articles and stuff about the pulps and all that. And this is their basically history book um, for Pulp Fiction, and it is beyond remarkable. It is so in depth, you might almost say it's too in depth. Like, I would go in and like read a chapter and then go, oh, I gotta go back and reread that so I could put some more books on my TBR and my Amazon wish list and all that shit. And then, like, I started using a highlighter because the information was just getting so big that I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, but then, like, I noticed that the highlighter was like coming through the page, and I thought the pages were thick enough because it's like thick paper, but um, maybe not. So maybe that highlighter's just badass. But anyway, when I first got this, I remember looking through it, and the layout is so. This might be a problem that I just have with it. Um, but I really wish that, like, as you can see, it's got it has like the pulp covers of whatever you're reading about for the most part, and then down underneath it is the text, and then each chapter starts off like this, but then the rest of the book looks like this. And I kind of wish they would have um, danced it up a little bit, just to make it so like every page you're on doesn't feel like the same page, you know. Um, there are great appendixes in here, notable books about pulps like that. Just reading that one appendix probably cost me close to $400. So, um, and then it has building the basic pulp magazine collection, and it'll go through and give you like titles that you should get and how much you're probably gonna have to pay for them and stuff. It's just so fucking informative. And then it has small press publishers specializing in reprints and must have anthologies of pulp fiction. And I was surprised that I almost have all of them. So that was cool. But so there's an introduction to the new edition, the introduction, Pulp Fiction 101, and that goes through really like what the sizes were, what they went for. It just gives you like a real idea as to how um, they were made, how they were sold, how they were marketed on the newsstands. Then you have like the Pulp Pantheon, which talks about like Argosy and All Story and Edgar Rice Burroughs and um, stuff like that. That is like the basis. Muncie's in there, like all sorts of stuff. But the actual things, we have Western adventure, crime and mystery, horror and fantasy, science fiction, war and aviation, Pulp Heroes Part 1, Pulp Heroes Part 2, Those Spicy Girls, and Sports and Love. This is so in depth. Like, I seriously don't know if I've ever like recommended a book this hard before. If you're interested in pulps, if you're interested in 20th, like early 20th century literature, um, you have to check this out. I mean, so many people started there. Like just like going down the list of names that I think everyone would know. You have Agatha Christie, Edgar Rice Burroughs, Ray Bradbury, H.P. Lovecraft, um, Isaac Asimov, Max Brand, Louis L'Amour. Um, it's just it's just shocking. Like I don't know, I can't praise it enough. I would love to do like a chapter by chapter analysis of this with you guys, but I honestly think that if I were to do that, it would just be super duper plagiarism because there is so much information in here that you would want to get. And in that one appendix that has like books you should read, it like tells like what they used for research in compiling this. It's just so well put together. Like, man, if you like any of the stuff I'm talking about, you need to pick that book up. And it's really fun. Like, I'm a big history guy, so of course that was fun for me. I don't know if you're not into history and dates and issue numbers. I don't know how you would feel about it, but like statistics and shit like that, that's like fucking candy to me. I need to quit cussing. A bunch of my videos got demonetized. But seriously though, like I'm sad it's over, but like this book is a book that you can go through like all the time. Because when I first got it, all I did was read the hero pulps and the detective pulps out of here. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And then in this read through, I went through and read them again. And it was like better the second time. Whew. Um, so this is definitely something I think like every year I'm going to go through this. And because I've been really wanting to start getting like actual pulps from the 30s and stuff, the 20s, 30s, 40s. But it's just like collecting old paperbacks is one thing, but collecting like pulp magazines, it's like it's a big commitment, and like I have to be really careful with them because like they will fall apart in your hand if you're not careful. So anyway, that was that. My TBR is huge. My wish list is huge. Um, I'm kind of fucked now. But again, the Blood and Thunder Guide to Pulp Fiction, Ed Holsey, maybe. Um, that was really loud. I'm sorry. Go get it.